What's up, guys? It's your boy Spider Productions here, and today we are here with another video from Playback. They just posted this like a couple minutes ago. I figured why not, since I was able to get all of my homework done so far today, and I haven't done any videos on Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga yet, and I apologize. Since I was able to get some work done today, you guys will be getting a video from Star Wars The Skywalker Saga sometime tonight, so please bear with me. I also wanted to celebrate, which is funny enough, we just got a couple of new subscribers. Shout out to y'all. And I believe our subscriber count has now boosted up to 114 subscribers. Guys, you guys are amazing. One more and we'll get 115. But you guys are awesome. Soon we'll hopefully be able to get 150 subscribers. And then 200. And then we can just keep going on and so forth. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you guys keeping an open mind at this channel. Allowing me to be able to express my thoughts and opinions, even if you might not like them. That's perfectly fine. I'm willing to have nice civil conversations with you guys in the comment section below, even when you guys give me nerd advice and stuff about superheroes that even I don't know, because I'm not going to even say I know everything. I'm not going to say that I'm one of those comic guys or superhero nerds that just watches the movies and TV shows. No, I do my best to read the comics, because that's what I kind of wanted to start off with. But yeah, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are so awesome. Thank you guys so much for helping me boost the popularity of this channel over here, and I hope you guys continue to be very supportive moving forward. Now, back to this. I have been hearing about the Johnny Depp against Amber Heard case. I didn't want to give my thoughts on it because I figured this was a kind of a controversial topic, but I come from a personal place where I understand. I don't really want to bring it up, but I guess like abuse, I get it. Like not even just physical, but also mentally, I get it. I've been there. I've been a victim of those things, so I understand. It's a kind of a personal take for me. And I know obviously as a male, you don't really see a lot of guys speak out on this type of subject because it's embarrassing. It breaks the, I guess what some people would say is the stereotypical masculine image. It kind of breaks that. And, you know, people say, you should be more open with your feelings. And it's like, that's what I pay a therapist for. Like, I have a therapist to do that with. But, I mean, I haven't seen my therapist in the last year because I've been a lot better. But what I'm saying is that sometimes it's best not to tell everyone everything. Sometimes it's best to leave things up to mystery. Now, if there's some things that are like detriment your relationship, that's something you need to speak on. But if it's something that you know is not going to destroy your relationship, there's no reason to really bring it up unless it's brought up later on. That's just my opinion on that. But I want to hear what their guys' thoughts on the whole Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard case. Personally, I'm on Johnny Depp's side. I've loved Johnny Depp ever since I saw him in Pirates of the Caribbean. Loved those freaking movies. Was very heartbroken when I heard he said he would never go back and do another one again after what happened with everybody turning against him. And honestly, I cannot blame him. If I was in the same situation, even though I would love to be the character again, that trust is destroyed. Like, people's perceptions of you is done. Nobody's going to really look at you the same way. Even if he wins this case, no one's going to look at him or respect him the same way again. So, yeah. Once it's out there, even if it's falsely accused, people are still going to treat you differently. So, yeah. I understand where he comes from. It sucks because I love him and I love those movies he's been in. And I don't really like Amber Heard all that much. But, yeah. I really hope Johnny Depp wins this case. I really do. Like, we need more justice for male victims. Even though male victims don't like to come out and talk about it, which is perfectly understandable, it needs to be at least addressed that we exist. That's all I need to say. All right, let's move forward.
For those of you who don't know what's going on in the situation, years ago, Amber Heard accused Johnny Depp of abusing her. Yes. Boom bopping her. Yep. And everybody ran with it. Everybody was under the assumption that we should believe all women, and Johnny Depp was losing opportunity after opportunity because even though there wasn't any evidence to prove that it was happening, people were believing Amber Heard. Why would you lie about a situation like this? Years go by, and evidence actually leaks, I have no clue how, probably someone on Johnny Depp's team, that of Amber Heard actually admitting to hurting, or the word is abusing. She said she didn't punch him, she just hit him. Yeah. So now we find out that Amber Heard's actually been the one who's hitting Johnny Depp, but that doesn't mean that Johnny Depp didn't hit her. But what we do know after watching any one of the live streams here on this civil court case, because Johnny Depp is suing Amber Heard for defamation to the tune of, I think, $50 million, is that it's a super toxic relationship. We're hearing about coffee cups and TV, shit thrown, things being said, and
people finger getting cut, man.
Yeah, just
some paraphernalia getting done, man. It's crazy, man. It's a toxic ass relationship, man.
Also defaced a painting by drawing a penis on it, didn't you?
I don't know about that. I don't remember.
What?
It's a penis on a painting.
Given the state you were in, it's entirely possible that you did that, even if you don't remember it to this day, correct?
Drawing a penis on a painting was not the first thing on my mind. I had message.
What? Drawing a penis on a painting? What? I never heard about this before. You're saying that he was in an upset state that he drew a penis on a painting? Was it her painting? Because if it was her painting, then I guess that's a way of making him look like the bad guy, but that doesn't. What? What? That's weird.
To write reminders.
You testified.
No, that's
that
crazy.
What?
You wrote on the mirror, and I don't remember exactly what you said, but you essentially said that you wrote things about your past with Miss Heard, or grievances that you had with her, correct?
Reminders, yeah.
What the fuck?
Whoa.
Wait, hold up. Wait, Johnny Depp wrote stuff on a mirror, apparently covered in his own blood. I assume that's when Amber Heard cut his finger, and he started bleeding out. He wrote reminders about his life in his relationship on a mirror. Dude, that is dark, man. Jesus. Man, justice for Johnny Depp, man. This shit is sad. Like, I grew up loving this man. Like, this man was one of my favorite actors back in the day. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't go see the original 3 Pirates of the Caribbean because I was way too young to go see those to understand them. But when the 4th one came out, I know a lot of people don't like the 4th one, but I like it because it was my first experience of the movie in a theater. And I went to go see that with my dad, and I absolutely loved that movie. That movie was fantastic. Like, I know a lot of people don't like it because, you know, it kind of deviates, and it's not as interesting to the lore of the original movies, which is understandable. But I loved that movie. I didn't love the recent one that came out, which was the 5th one. I didn't love that one, to be honest, because I just felt like it was kind of boring. Like, all these new characters that were introduced weren't as interesting as the older characters, and all the older characters were either side characters or they weren't shown until, like, towards the end of the movie. So I wasn't really interested in all the newer characters, even though some of the newer characters I think were, like, the kids of the original characters. But even so, I wasn't really interested in it. Like, I wasn't. But, yeah, like, man, it's really sad, man. It's really sad.
Yo.
Nah, this is
Yo,
my
JD.
everything.
I don't know about this Johnny.
Bro, this is straight out of a scary movie.
Nah, Johnny, you can't tell me that's a reminder. The reason why, that's not a reminder. That's like a mistake. No cap. Yo, so the prosecutor's like really trying to press Johnny Depp. What's going on right now?
It's not a prosecutor. It's just Amber Heard's lawyer. Yeah.
So what's happening is that Amber Heard's lawyer is trying to like paint this picture that, you know, Johnny Depp he's strung out of his mind every day of the week. Like, so he can't even functionally understand what's happening. And when I was watching this, I was like, man, like, they almost convincing me this nigga's a drug addict. But then when I see pictures like this, I'm like, man, this nigga might actually been a drug addict. Because those are not reminders.
Yeah, you don't do this sober.
Yeah, you don't do that sober.
I mean, you do.
Even I think to myself, like, man, what if I gave Johnny... Now I realized maybe my own bias. I was like thinking to myself, man, Johnny Depp, he's very artsy. Like, he just writes on the wall to give himself reminders. He can't put his hand...
Not in his blood, bro. That's crazy. I mean, like I said, I'm still on Johnny Depp's side personally, but yeah, I'm not going to lie that Johnny does need to speak to a therapist. Like, especially after this, especially what he said about his family before. He said that his mother used to abuse him and his siblings, and now he got into an abusive relationship with Amber Heard. Like, this dude needs a therapist. Really. Like, with all the love in my heart, bro, you need to go see a therapist immediately. But yeah, man, that's dark to really like to do that. And I mean, I wouldn't put it past me to say that Johnny Depp is an artsy person, but not to draw reminders of your life or relationships on a mirror in your own blood, dude. Like, that's a bit much. And like I said, even if you were sober, I wouldn't do that. Like, no.
He can't put his hands on a pen and pad at the moment, so he just writes on the wall. But then this shit, nah, you was out your mind, dog. You was strung out, for real.
Some mix of paint or blood, starring Billy Bob
First of all, that
And-
does not look like blood. That's black as hell. You can't tell me that looks like blood. Are you serious? That is black as hell. That's not blood. There's no way blood dries up to be black like that. I've never seen that before. That has to be like some type of marker or something.
And Easy Amber. This is a picture of a lampshade that you wrote on after you sustained a finger injury on March 8th, 2015, correct?
That's correct.
On this lampshade, which appears to be sitting on the ground, you write some mixture of blood or paint.
That's
Good
not
luck.
blood. That doesn't even look like blood. You're telling me he bled out that much to draw that? Are you really serious? He bled out that much to draw this. Are you serious? You can't tell me that. No. Do I think he drew it? Probably, but like not out of blood. Come on now. Probably used a marker or something. Because that's black as hell. There's no way you can tell me that that's blood. It says good luck and be careful at... I can't see what that bottom part says. Be careful at top?
And be careful at top.
Yes, correct.
Correct?
Yes, I thought it was good advice.
Just you
Just
say
what I'm
Whoa,
just because I-
whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, so she's
Whoa! Why does that look like the out of a Batman scene and the Joker just spray painting shit around the thing?
My
Bro,
name
he
is
looks
Vengeance.
yeah, facts. Like what's going on?
type shit.
No, that looks wow.
Yeah.
You strung out your mind, Johnny.
There's so much to learn from this fucking dog shit relationship. Holy. But now we get into the actual audio clip that leaked of Amber Heard admitting to hitting Johnny
Yeah.
Depp, and things begin to change.
I'm
here.
louder. By the way, because I'm louder.
Okay, what's
By the
your
way, my family, my friends,
Because you're
everyone
strong.
around me saw all the bruises and broken blood vessel under my eye, the bruises on my head, the missing chunks of hair, the split lip, the black eye, the swollen nose, all that shit. Because you're stronger. It does not mean. It does not mean because they heard me that I'm somehow more responsible. It just means they heard me because I yell in a fight. You do provoke. I yell. It doesn't mean I'm more responsible or badder.
After,
What?
They actually just showed the pictures of him being bruised. But that what she was saying is that like you can provoke me and I can hit you. But the difference is that because you're bigger and stronger than
It
me,
hurts, or it's more dangerous.
it's gonna show more
Yeah.
and more bruised. Like yeah, sure,
That's true.
I might have hit you. Yeah, you're right. I did sock the shit out
So
of you.
where's
So
the-
here's the example right here.
Okay.
Socking the shit out of you. The reality is though, because you're a man, I get bruised easier, dog, and I'm gonna start yelling. That's the difference.
still, it was still pretty well about that much open. And when I knelt down on my hands and knees to look at her,
I don't know. My thing is, like, do I think that Johnny Depp and Amber Heard were abusing each other? Maybe. That wouldn't put past me that was actually going on. But we're not going to sit here and say that Amber Heard is the victim out of this. Like, I don't believe that for a second. Like, Amber Heard literally said on 2 different counts. The first video that she said, when that first video came out, I was like, I didn't hit you. I didn't punch you. I just hit you. That doesn't change the fact that you hit me and I still got bruised. I still got injured from it. That was the first case. The second case is when that second video came out where I believe Johnny Depp was trying to talk to Amber Heard about telling, the public his side of the story. And when she was like, oh yeah, you can go tell the courts, Johnny, you can tell the public, they're not going to believe you because you're a man. And because you're a man, you can't be a domestic victim. I thought that was absolute ludicrous. You're telling me just because he's a man, because he's born a man, that he can't be a victim of domestic abuse? That's bullshit. You can't tell me that. So yeah, we're not going to sit here. Do I think Johnny Depp has some screws loose? Absolutely. I'm not even going to even sugarcoat that. I'm sure Johnny Depp has some very serious issues going on. I'm not going to even say that he doesn't. But we're not going to sit here and say that Amber Heard is the victim out of all this. No, she's almost just as guilty or even more so guilty than he is. Like, they're just as guilty together, or maybe her more so than him. Because she got less she got less penalized for the shit that she did compared to him. He had his whole life and career ruined because of an accusation that wasn't showing enough evidence. But yet when he fires back a couple years later, she still was able to go to work and do the stuff that she normally did. The only difference is that she turned off the comments on her Instagram and Twitter feeds because she knew people were against her at that point. That's the only thing she suffered from. The only thing she suffered from was that she had to turn comments off on her posts. That's it.
her foot to see the injury, she kicked the bathroom door into my head. Yeah, she kicked the bathroom door into my head, and I was completely taken aback by such a corrosive, horrific move.
All right, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Were you
All right.
aware?
Hey, Johnny. Hey, Johnny, calm down. Y'all over there doing mad crazy substance, and there's no way she kicked the door in your head, and you were like, whoa. I knew this was gonna be crazy right here.
No, that happened to me before.
I'm not
Where
saying-
a guy opened that's why I have a chipped tooth here.
I'm not.
That's happened to me too. Like nobody kicked the door into my face, but there was I came back from this vacation with my mom, and I was trying to move some stuff into the house, and my mom was opening the door for me because the stuff fell by the doorway, and she let go of the door, and as soon as I lift up, the door handle hit me dead in my eye and gave me this big ass bump on my eye, and it was the worst pain ever. Like that was like last year. It was the most annoying thing ever. The bump is gone, thank God. But yeah, that annoyed me. But yeah, that I wouldn't even be surprised that she probably did that. Like I'm not even surprised at all. Like she is just as ridiculously messed up in the head as he is. Like they both have issues. They both need to go see therapists.
I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah.
But they
It was super corrosive.
Like,
man.
I feel like from what they're saying, they feel like they're mostly on Amber's side. And hey, I mean, everybody has their own sides. People can pick and choose what they decide to believe in. I personally am not on Amber's side, personally. Do I think Johnny also has issues? Absolutely. But I'm not going to sit here and say that Amber Heard is the victim in this. Like, I do not believe that for a second. That she's the victim here, and Johnny Depp is just this crazed, deranged lunatic. Like, we're not going to sit here and believe this.
Hey, bro, they over there doing
Nah.
crazy shit, and
when
I'm pretty
bro,
sure.
in 8th grade, when he opened it, man, boom, and my door hit the face and my tooth chipped, that shit was hella corrosive.
Yeah, facts.
Hella corrosive, man. You know, I got my
And
foot down.
horrific.
Woo!
Hella coercive and horrific.
Man, I had to hit the
all
down.
I'm saying is, bro, in this relationship, bro, I'm pretty sure there was a lot of hella coercive and horrific shit that's been going on. Don't let me believe that a door hitting your forehead, even as crazy it might have been, was the boiling point for you. Like, whoa,
Have you ever been hit by a door?
I've been hit by
They're
a door.
rich. They're not even being hit by like plastic doors from Home Depot. They're being hit by thick doors, bro.
I'm not saying that it didn't
Thick
hurt.
door, a thick door to your head, a hella
I'm not
corrosive,
saying-
a
I'm not
hella
saying- I'm not saying it
horrific.
didn't hurt. What I'm saying is though is that she cut his finger or he cut his finger. That to me was like that should have been all right. Let's figure out what's really
true.
going on right now. Because this
Fuck
right here,
his fingers, nigga was catching doors to the dome.
nah.
That as
Yeah, like, I agree with what he's saying. He's saying, like, it seems like what Johnny is saying, that him getting hit by a door was the most horrific thing that happened compared to him getting his finger cut off. Yeah, like, that would have been way worse.
of October 25th, 2018, about 2 months before this op-ed was published, that it was being reported, as it is in this article, that Johnny Depp is out as Jack Sparrow in Disney's Pirates of the Caribbean film franchise as actor battles financial issues and personal dramas. Were you aware of that?
Jeez.
Yes.
I wasn't aware of that, but it doesn't surprise me given that 2 years had gone by of constant worldwide talk about me being this wife beater.
Understood, but you...
So I'm sure that Disney was trying to cut ties to be safe. The movie,
Yeah, I mean, this part is just reasonable.
Oh shit, the Me Too movement.
Yeah, oh.
Me Too movement was in full swing at that point.
Good morning.
See, shit's like
No, he's,
this.
no,
I
he's
feel
right
like
about
I
the
should-
Me Too shit.
Okay.
Look, but it's Disney. It's Disney. Disney packed up Jake Paul because he was doing reckless shit on YouTube. You know
Yeah,
what's-
like, that's true. Disney always, like, does that. Like, whenever something happens and things go south, I mean, that's just a company thing. Like, that's a company thing. Like, if a company, you know, aligns itself with someone and this person does some shady stuff behind the scenes and it gets outed, if you want to keep the persona of the company that you align with good values and stuff like that, then yeah, you're going to cut off the people that don't adhere to those good values. That's understandable. And like I said, when I heard that whole thing was happening, it was very sad to me because I'm a huge Pirates of the Caribbean fan. I'm a huge Jack Sparrow fan. But yeah, well, I understand why the company did that. Like, I'm not even surprised they did that, like, to be honest. Like, when this whole thing was going on and he was being accused of a wife beater, I wasn't even surprised that Disney was going to do that. But when the evidence came out that he actually wasn't getting abused, that she was just as abusive, like, the fact is that Amber Heard was still able to work on movies and work on films when she was accused of this. That's the thing that didn't make sense to me. When Johnny Depp was accused of being a wife beater, all the articles went after him, all the news outlets went after him, his personal friends cut ties with him, his children's kids at schools made fun of his kids and were harassing his kids for his dad being a wife beater, all that stuff. But as soon as evidence came out that Amber Heard was just as guilty, she still was able to work in movies. She still was able to do Aquaman 2. She still was able to do reshoots for Zack Snyder's movie. She was still able to do other films and even run other publications and things that she did for her own like platform and revenue. She was not canceled. He was. That was the thing that didn't make sense to me. He was canceled without any serious evidence to show that he was actually a wife beater. But when there was actual evidence that showed that she was just as abusive, she still didn't get canceled for it. That's the thing that doesn't make sense. That's the thing that makes no sense to me.
Weird. I always find it interesting when people act on allegations. Not on an indictment, but like if I accuse you of backhanding me with your gold watch on and now I have a concussion. And then niggas is like, I can't even watch Lowe's basketball takes anymore. I can't believe he backhanded him. I don't even have to. And I know sometimes the things you're claiming are hard to prove because you're not recording moments of your life, especially intimate moments. But at the same time, I can't help but believe that like one of the worst things that can happen to you is you being falsely accused of something, not being able to defend yourself because how do you prove something that didn't happen? I guess you could have an alibi or whatever. But it's like, man, what an awful situation to be in. That should always fucking. Are you smiling at that?
Because if you sit here talking about like nobody recording it, bro, this next clip, bro, it's recorded, nigga.
I think so.
She recorded this?
No, that's the thing.
You want to see crazy? I'll give you crazy.
She recorded this?
That's crazy. Oh, you're crazy. Are you crazy?
Oh, that's what the judge.
Oh, you got this going. You got this going?
Just started it.
Oh, really? Really?
She recorded this?
This is at your house in West Hollywood on Sweetser Avenue, correct?
That's good.
Wait, pause. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
Huh?
Yeah, he's acting erratic.
Yeah, he is.
But she just recorded him without telling him?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think she's trying to get evidence.
So then why would he not be tight?
Oh, no, I get he's tight, but it's like...
Yeah, like what? That's like the whole Will Smith situation, except Will Smith didn't actually like get aggressive about it. But yeah, like you're recording him without his permission. Of course you would get upset about that. What? Like what the hell are you talking about? Like the whole video that came out when after the whole Oscar situation where Jada Pinkett Smith was recording Will Smith in his own home, like he goes to his home. He's already a well-known public figure. He doesn't want cameras around on his face all the time. Dude is chilling in his own home, wants to spend time with his wife and his family, and his woman is literally sitting there recording him without his permission. And she's like asking all these questions about the red table talk and stuff like that. And Will's like, I don't want you to record me for your own like use in social media. Like that's not what we're doing here. I came here to spend time with my family, with my wife. Don't record me. Like I understand like Johnny Depp looks worse in that one because like yeah, he's actually being really aggressive about it. But at the same time, you're recording him without his permission. I would understand anybody who would get upset about that. Like what? Like girls who record their boyfriends for TikTok clout or for Instagram clout, and their boyfriends get pissed or just shove them away because I'm not doing this for your clout. What? What'd I look like? You wouldn't be okay if I shoved the camera in your face. Like why would you do that to me? That's all I'm saying. Do I think Johnny Depp was being erratic in that? Yes, he was overreacting. But at the same time, I would understand having a camera. If you're already a well-known public figure, you don't want cameras on you at all times, even in the confines of your own home. You taking videos of me? Like, what the hell? And plus, she didn't even look like she hid the phone, bro. It's like she wanted to get caught. Like, she probably wanted it to get caught to make it look bad. But, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, come on now. That's all I gotta say.
Like, bro.
Can you imagine me and you were having a convo and you was secretly recording them? Yeah, I'm just throwing your phone in a fucking pond somewhere.
Yeah, but you gonna do it calmly though. You're like, yo, bro, what you doing? Like,
Hey,
you gonna at least act, cause you're not gonna make yourself look crazy on the cam, bro. If
yeah.
I got a camera recording at you to make you look crazy, bro, I'm no way gonna then proceed to act crazy on camera. No,
Yeah.
bro, I can't.
Right.
I'm gonna have to calmly ask you, like, can you cut that off?
Hey,
for a
can you
second?
stop recording me without my consent, please?
Yeah, that's the whole Will Smith thing. Like Will Smith didn't take Jada's phone out of her hand and cut this stuff off. No, he just politely asked her, turn the phone off, stop recording me. That's literally all he asked her. And she didn't even do that, which was crazy. But yeah, Like, I would say Johnny Depp shouldn't have acted that way. He should have been overly, like, erratic about it. But at the same time, like, I would understand getting pissed off with your girl recording you and just putting your face on there. But yeah, you have to think about this. She's recording you specifically because she wants to prove that you're a lunatic. If you proceed to act like a lunatic on the video, you look bad. Like, it incriminates you. So yeah, you got to be cautious about those type of things. Because she's clearly doing it to make you look bad, and then you proceeded to play into her hand by looking bad doing that.
Yeah, and then as soon as you cut the camera off, hey, bitch, I told you, bro. Huh? I told you. Then I act crazy.
Probably.
I'm not gonna act crazy on cam when you trying to get me to act crazy. No, that's crazy. I'm definitely gonna get locked up.
That's
also, that nigga was drinking like that. That's crazy. That nigga,
you know what they call that in the court case?
What's it?
A mega pint. A mega pint of wine. So Johnny Depp, you poured yourself a mega pint?
I ain't gonna hold you. That wasn't mega pint. The way that nigga, he did, Johnny Depp did not pour in that shit regular. That nigga like tipped it upside down and like let that shit gargling in down there.
Oh,
he like as if that nigga Johnny Depp was like drinking that shit like it was apple juice. Like
I don't think was he gonna drink it all?
The way he poured it, why would you pour it like that?
I don't
That's
know.
true.
Yeah, why would you pour it like that?
He needs.
You're clearly gonna drink
That's
it.
you in the video, Mr. Depp, right?
That's correct, sir.
And you would agree that you were violent in that clip, correct?
What?
Violent to what extent?
Clearly I was having a bad time. I don't know what it was with regard to completely at this point, since I don't know the date, but
It's violent?
being illegally recorded by your chosen other is, well, it's quite fitting with the rest of the photographs and tape recordings she made. So I thought what was most interesting is that she tried to hide it from me, and then that she laughed and smiled at the end. I thought that was the most interesting part myself. But so, yeah,
Her
I
face
did
is so
assault,
smug, bro.
a
Like, I'm
cabin.
sorry. I can't buy this look that she's giving off. Like, I'm not. No. I can't buy this look from her. Like, I understand why, I did understand why, I understand both sides of this. I understand why Amber would want to record it because she wants evidence for a court case. I get that. But at the same time, I understand where Johnny's coming from. You're recording me illegally without my consent in the confines of my own home. Like, what? I would be peeved if you were doing that, bro. Like, I wouldn't act like he is because I wouldn't act crazy on camera. But even still, I would be upset that you're recording me without my consent on camera. Like I'm not gonna say, I'm not even gonna think about comparing myself to a celebrity, but I do this, YouTube stuff for you guys. I do it for myself because I enjoy it, but I do it for you guys so you guys get my opinion and my entertainment out of it. I don't want a camera in my face at all times. I don't even take selfies. I only take selfies when I dress nice to go someplace. That's literally it. I barely post anything on my other social medias because there's no really point unless I'm promoting something or unless I want to talk about something significant about my day, but I barely do that because I barely do anything. So that's my thing. I personally don't think any celebrity who is used to being in front of the public with a camera at their face at all times getting interviews about everything wants a camera in their face in the confines of their own home. That's all I got to say about that.
But I did not touch Miss Hurd.
And-
As you can see, I think
And you may have been drunk in that video, correct?
there's a possibility of that. Yes, sir.
You poured yourself a
Mega pint.
mega pint of red wine, correct?
A mega pint.
Yeah, like what? A mega pint? What the hell is that? A mega pint of wine? That is ridiculous. Are you serious?
I poured myself a large glass of wine.
Right.
I thought it necessary.
Apparently,
No,
you were
mega-
asking for more
a
cocaine.
mega
Mega
pint.
pint.
What the hell is that?
Bro, they're tripping,
So they're
bro.
trying to say he's drunk all
Bro,
the time.
they're
And this
tripping.
pause, he's in Hollywood. You know how they get.
Yeah, I know.
You know
I know
how they get,
give it
man.
up.
You know what Drake said,
I
right?
know how they give it up,
They're-
man.
they're-
Wait, what did Drake say?
Fuck, what did Drake say?
Is Drake snitching
No,
on
no,
Hollywood?
no. Drake didn't snitch. What did Drake say, bro? Drake said they're doing something in the bathroom that's not Pepsi.
Oh, yeah. Mega pints.
Right, mega pints of wine.
One of your good friends that you've taken drugs with before is Marilyn Manson, right?
My God.
Yes, we've taken, we drank, we've had cocaine together maybe a couple of times.
Told you.
Jesus.
Right?
Yo, Marilyn Manson like, fuck, dog, my whole fucking business out here, nigga. Damn, nigga, you get on the fucking, stage and start.
Marilyn Manson? I don't think I know who that is. I'm curious. I'm curious. Look it up real fast. Marilyn Manson? Jesus Christ, this guy looks like a demon. No disrespect, but he just looks really gothy. Jeez. Yeah. Okay. I guess I wouldn't even be surprised. Alright. He just looks very deranged in these photos. Okay.
Sing it, nigga, damn.
They trying to make him into a cokehead or
also,
a
Johnny Depp, they would have got you out of here for this right here. Like, as soon as you would have took the stand and you were talking about how you're drinking mega pints of wine and doing coke, bro, Disney would have got rid of you anyway, bro.
Yeah,
they would have got rid of you. So you sitting here believing that it's because Amber Heard, bro. It was inevitable, bro, man.
I received some news that was as absurd and grotesque and cruel. And then I was shown a picture. What the problem was, it was a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. I might have used that word, certainly.
Right, and in 2012, in fact, Elton John was one of your friends who was trying to help you get sober, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you sent him a message in 2012 where you thanked him for his help, and you said, quote,
yeah, right, how the hell would you know that? What? That's like way more private. How does that have anything to do with the case? Like, it's literally it seems like Amber Heard's lawyer is literally trying to make Johnny Depp seem like this drunk drug addict that just abuses women. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, I'm surprised that he's actually saying that he actually did do these things. But it's not like I don't believe that he abused her that often. Like, would I be surprised that he hit her? No, I would not be surprised if he did. But I'm not gonna sit here and say that Amber Heard wasn't involved in any of that either. Like, pooping on the side of his bed, bro, cutting his finger off, like hitting him. I'm not punching you, I'm hitting you. Like, come on now. You can't tell me that she's the innocent party in this. I don't believe this garbage.
Been swallowed up by the monster were it not for you. That is a simple fact.
That's such a bad argument. That'd be like if someone left a comment.
That's a terrible argument. What does that have to do with what's going on? He's literally thanking someone for helping him get sober. What does that have to do with what's going on right now?
Agent, if it wasn't for your videos, I don't even know where I'd be. And then I just started taking credit for them still being alive and prospering.
I mean, hey, but they're definitely trying. They're definitely trying to position, like I said before, he's so out of his mind that he can't actually remember the things that actually occurred.
So they're trying to paint Johnny Depp as a mega pint drinker of wine, addicted on all different types of drugs, man. He barely sober, man. He's just trying to get sober. He acts crazy and violent and reckless. So, and they're doing all that to basically invalidate his claims, and this is what his claims are.
I didn't punch you, by the way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. I was not punching you. You're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How does that
do this?
Bro, like, you cannot tell me that she's the innocent party with that type of evidence. I wasn't punching you. I was hitting you. Doesn't matter whether you did either or, you still hit me. Like, that's like saying, oh, I didn't know that the sky was blue. I just knew that the sky was ocean blue. Doesn't matter, it's still blue. What? Come on now. Come on now. You can't tell me that Amber Heard is the victim when she's out here saying shit like this. And like I said, it's a good thing Johnny Depp took these recordings, because if he didn't, his whole argument would have been made as he was the bad guy.
About it, am I? You are. That's the difference between me and you. You're a baby.
Wow.
See?
He testified
It's ridiculous.
Amber targeted him physically,
Throwing a TV remote at my head.
and verbally.
Tell me what a bad father I was, and that I had no idea how to parent. It's to slice you up. It's to bring you down. It's to demean you.
He testified that Amber's actions made him more likely to use drugs, like he had begun to do when he was 11, amid abuse from his mom.
You start to slowly realize that you are in a relationship with your mother, in a sense.
And he made
Damn.
these stunning claims.
Ms. Heard had spoken of suicide on a couple of occasions. Many times when I would try to leave, she would stop me at the elevator with the security guards crying, screaming, you know, I can't live without you. I'm gonna die.
So why did you stay with Miss Heard given this type of behavior?
I suppose because my father stayed.
I feel like she's focusing on the wrong things.
Yeah, the wrong thing. Look, at the end of the day, I just want to say this. Fuck. Two things. We all don't know what happened, but we.
That's messed up, man. Like, for him to say he basically is in a relationship with his mother because his mother was abusive and his dad chose to stay. It's messed up, man. Really is.
We do know for a fact this time.
And then it's even worse the fact that he admitted that he took drugs because of that incident with his parents. And then he basically is just comparing it to what's going on now. It's really sad, man.
That it wasn't one-sided. And the way that it was presented to us is that it was one-sided.
Like, I agree. Like, the way that Amber Heard presented this whole situation when she brought it out is that Johnny Depp was the person that was really doing all of the abusive, crazy nonsense in the relationship. Where in actuality, it's most likely it was both-sided. Y'all both were toxic to each other. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Johnny Depp is a complete saint. There are things that has come out that he definitely has issues with, that he needs to work on, and that he needs to talk to people about. I absolutely wholeheartedly believe that. But we're not gonna sit here and say that Amber Heard is the victim in this situation, talking crap about him being a father, talking crap about his past experiences with his parents, abusing him, saying, "Oh, I didn't hit you, I just punched you." You act like a baby, Johnny. Really? Pooping in his bed, talking about killing herself. You're not going to sit here and tell me that Amber Heard's the victim. You're not going to tell me this. You're not going to make me believe that. Do I think that Johnny Depp has his issues? Of course I do. But I'm not going to sit here and say that Amber Heard is the victim and Johnny Depp is just the evil, toxic man in this. They're both equally terrible to each other.
Like there was only like Johnny Depp was the only one who was being aggressive, abusive to Amber Heard, and in the time in which she revealed this information was at a point in time where if anybody had disagreed with a woman, then you were viewed as like you were the problem, like you were the problem. You don't believe women, and it's like to believe.
That's what the thing is. I wouldn't even be surprised if she did that for a strategic position, because when that news had dropped, we had lived in a time where if you didn't agree with everything a woman said, or if you didn't agree with most of what women say, you're going to be looked at as misogynistic, small dick energy, toxic masculinity, all the demeaning buzzwords that people will give you as a man. And now we live in an age where it still happens. It's not going to go away. But you have a lot more men that feel more comfortable in a space with other men being able to voice their opinions. Like, I'm glad that men are actually standing up for themselves. Now, do I agree with every single thing that the red pill community has to say? No. There are some things that the red pill community says that's a bit much for me. Maybe because I grew up with a single mother, and I grew up very traditional. And I think because of that, there are some things that are a bit extra that I don't agree with. But I will say that there are a lot of points that the men on the Red Table Talk say that I actually do agree with. There are some things that they say that I do agree with. Now, some things they say that is out of a joke. Some things that they say that is truthful, and there's some things that I don't necessarily agree with. But I am at least glad that the community exists, because at least men are in a comfortable space where they can voice their opinions without being judged from leftists or women in general just solely for having an opinion. Like women don't like it when we judge them for having opinions, so why would they want to do that to us? That's not equality. That's just being in control of someone else's narrative for your own personal gain.
I don't know. A part of me is like, and we talked about this before, a part of me is like, for whatever reason, when it comes to relationship, men are just viewed as like these ultra aggressive beings, and it's only going to take us a matter of seconds until we start snapping on women. And it's like, that's not the case. And normally there's a lead up to it, because unless you're like literally someone who just goes around hitting people, out of nowhere, nobody's is not going to just strike somebody for the sake of just striking them. Like, there's normally a reason that leads up to that point.
You know what upsets me about this, Lo, is that the reporting, everybody was willing to run with a story without ever checking.
Yeah.
And I bet Johnny Depp was a bad person in this relationship. The
sure.
same way Amber Heard was a bad person. But the fact that everyone's just like, no, we just have to go with what was said. We have to. And on what planet would it make sense to just... So if I just told y'all something and there was a movement, I was like, believe YouTubers. You guys are just like, you have to believe what I say? No, check.
No.
Fuck, check. Look, wait for
Exactly.
evidence. Like, it's the same thing with the Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion situation.
Yeah.
There is two very different accounts of what happened. I personally don't have a stake in it, so I couldn't give two less of a fuck. But believing any one side blindly is fucking dumb. They can't
Exactly.
speak about this shit till the case is over, so let's wait till the case is over. There might be some evidence that comes out that might lead you to believe one way or the other. But until then, just believing what your favorite artist says is fucking dumb. And it's nothing more than just fandom.
Yeah, no.
So don't delude yourself into believing that you're dealing with anything outside of that. I was in situations where women were physical with me, and it was a girl I used to talk to that, and when I tried ending it with her, she's like, "You're not ending it with me." I was like, how did I tell you that? Yes, I am. I walk her to her car, and she ends up like just choking me, like dead ass. And it was a little painful. I didn't feel like I was in any danger because at any point I could have just removed her hand.
Yeah.
But I also didn't ever want it.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to remove myself with. I could really just grab her arm and push it off me.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to.
Yeah, because if you do that, it makes you look bad. And like I said, I understand that situation because I was in an abusive, not necessarily physically abusive in a sense, but like, or take that back. It was physical, but it wasn't a relationship. But what I'm saying is, I understand getting physical altercations with women, and you feel like I'm 6'7". You wouldn't even consider a guy like me to get any type of abuse physically from a female, but it happens. It happens. Women just do it because they know that deep down, even if they get caught, the whole believe all women movement is strong. Everybody's gonna just run with it. And yeah, I agree. It's just complete bullshit that everybody just agreed with the fact that Amber Heard just said, "Oh yeah, Johnny Depp abused me. Believe it." And everybody believed it solely because everybody liked her at the time. And at the time, it was believe all women or you're a bigot or you're a misandrist. You're a misogynistic. I don't even know if people know what misandry means. But you're misogynistic. You're toxic masculinity and all this other stuff. And it was just really upsetting to me that, like, literally men have no place to speak their minds. Like, men can't talk about what preferences they have in women or in relationships. Men can't talk about their own opinions on a certain subject or anything like that. And men are always going to be demonized and looked at as terrible people. Like I remember, like, I think it was last week when I heard about that situation where that OnlyFans girl stabbed her boyfriend, who I believe her boyfriend was Nigerian or he was just strictly black. And it was crazy to me that I heard that, it's funny that everybody went with specifically the fact that she was an OnlyFans girl. But yeah, like, it was crazy to me to hear that this woman stabbed her boyfriend in the shoulder. And I was like, okay, if he stabbed her in the shoulder, he probably lived. And he was like, no, he got stabbed in an artery in his shoulder, which caused him to bleed out and die. And the fact that she was able to get away with it and pay bail was absolute insanity. She killed a man. Again, if the roles were reversed and a man were to do that, that man would go to jail with possibly no parole. That woman was able to still get off with parole and able to get away with it. It was crazy to me to hear that. And then it was even worse when I heard that this woman on Facebook, I think I read about this the other day, actually, where there was this black woman on Facebook that commented on the story, basically saying that, oh, since he had negative things to say about black women when he was a child, when he was a kid, and apparently he had some negative posts back when he was a kid talking about black women and stuff like that, that this woman was glad that this white woman stabbed him and killed him and told him to rest in hell and stuff like that, solely because he didn't like black women. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just everything you do as a man is demonized, and it's unfortunate that I live in this world as a man. Like, I thought that being a man in today's day and age would not be like a piece of cake, but it would be a privilege. Not even as a privilege, but like a sense of pride. Like, I would have a sense of pride to be what I am. Like, I wouldn't change what I am even now with everything going on. I wouldn't change a shred thing about me. Like, I'm born a man. I'm content with being a man. I love the fact that I'm a man. But, like, to say that I live in a society that demonizes me solely because I am a man is absolute insanity. It's crazy to me.
remove myself out the situation, and I can't help but think, like, why did she think that was acceptable? And I text Waleed in the moment because I'm outside my house, remember?
Because she knew that she wasn't going to be looked bad about it. And like I said, if you recorded it, that's the perfect way to make her look bad. Because if you have no recordings, no one's going to believe you. So, unfortunately, as men, if you ain't got a recording against your girl, if your girl or a woman makes a claim about you, and you have no shred of recording evidence, even if she doesn't have any evidence, they're just automatically going to believe her. You need physical recording evidence to support your claim, or no one's going to believe you. No one will believe you.
Remember? Yeah. I'm like, yo, Waleed, record, because Waleed's inside the house. I wanted, like, some footage, bro. This shit is not believable.
Yeah, I know.
Waleed does not respond to my text. This convo is going on for, like, 20 minutes, low-key. And she does it again a second time before I eventually just, like, walk away, and she leaves. And I think that was one of the last convos I had with her. And in my head, I thought, like, if I told that story right there, it's so unbelievable that without footage, there's no reason to be like, yeah, okay, agent. And nor would anybody even have sympathy because I'm a guy, and in all reality, I could have just removed her hand.
Exactly.
But I didn't even want, like, the fucking inclination that I was remotely aggressive with her. Everything I did during that conversation was passive because I didn't want it to escalate into nothing. So while I'm trying to de-escalate in a similar situation with these two fucks right here, they're trying to escalate the situation, and they're doing things to escalate. So shut the fuck up. Don't sit there and pretend like just because women on average have less strength than a man, that it's not only inappropriate but dangerous for a woman to choke, hit, or in any way assaults a man. It's inappropriate by any metric, and you trying to push this fucking narrative. I didn't punch you, I just hit you. Why are you hitting people? And people just tuning in like it's entertainment.
Yeah, no, and it's not. Hey, man, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, look at this toxic-ass relationship over here, man. Stop getting these things, dog. We got a...
Alright, guys. I made this video a lot longer than I intended it to be, but I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts and opinions on the subject matter. Like I said, I was afraid to really get into it because it's a very controversial topic, and I know most people are not going to agree with me, and that's perfectly fine. I just hope that you guys understand that it's just my opinion. I'm not trying to come after anybody. If you are on Amber Heard's side, that is perfectly fine. Everybody's entitled to believe in what they want to believe in. I'm on Johnny Depp's side personally, but do I think Johnny Depp has some screws loose as well? Absolutely. So that's just my take. That's my last thoughts on it. If you guys want to talk about it with me in the comment section down below, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on the subject as well. Just don't be aggressive and don't be rude to anybody who has different opinions as you. Please. The last thing we need is our comment section to be very aggressive and very violent. That's the last thing we need for anybody. And it's difficult for me because that means I have to read through it, and it's just comes off as really rude. So hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts and opinions on this subject. If you guys did, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought about the video. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on that subject matter. If you guys did enjoy my content over here, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys enjoyed about this video. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Hit the subscribe button to be part of the community, and hit bell notifications so you guys know when I shall post next. And I'll see you guys in the next video, or you can tune in over here, or actually over here, and see another playback video that I did a couple days ago with my homie Savion. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.